One of our favorite animals to hunt with the archery equipment has long been mule deer. This week on The Fever, we are not only chasing these majestic animals, but have the pleasure of sharing with you this season's memories with a dear friend. A world-class athlete and true sportsman, we are being joined by MMA featherweight fighter and Finz and Feathers founder, Chad Mendes, on his first Alberta hunt. Being successful at harvesting a mule deer with archery equipment is far from a guarantee. In fact, it is an accomplishment that Chad has yet to achieve. Bearing that in mind, the Fever's own Mark Sturko has put his tags aside and dedicated a large majority of his available time doing his homework, scouting and securing permission with landowners to try and increase Chad's chance for success.
All right guys, on to the next adventure. We just got back from Utah from my archery elk hunt out there. Had about 2 days, 3 days to kind of regroup. We got all our bags, got my bow all packed up, and we are headed to Edmonton up in Canada. Gonna meet up with the guys with the Fever. I'm gonna go up there and chase some big old muleys, and we're gonna get after it and hopefully get a big boy down. Alright guys, we just made it to Edmonton. Mark just picked me up. We have, we're gonna stop at Cabela's, is that where we're stopping? Get my tags, and then we are on the road. We have a little under 2 hours till we get to deer camp. Is everybody else already out there?
Yeah, there's a couple guys out there. They'll be coming and going all week. But...
Nice, so we're gonna get after some big old bucks, hopefully. Stay tuned guys. Alright, let's go get some tags.
Yeah, that looks like a decent buck. That's a decent one. That's okay. And that big one, that's the landowner's house. And that big one he just watched is just over the hill.
Nice. Made it to camp. This place is beautiful out here.
Opening morning, Chad Mendes hunt. We're just packing some stuff up and we're gonna start hunting mule deer here soon. So stay tuned. This could be a very interesting day today.
All right, here we go, day one. Got all my stuff, bow's all set. Got my ammo shake. We're out of here. It's already starting to get a little bit light. Let's go see what we can find. You ready?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, well we're out here. We got Chad with us today, and we found a pretty nice buck. He's just over the hill, so we're going to slowly make our way in and see if we can't capitalize.
Right past that clump of trees. I can see him with my naked eye. Big body. Shooter buck for sure. Do you see him? Okay, see the big clump of trees right in the hill. Look right to the right of it. Talking to right here. There they are right there. Those are the same bucks.
Chad's just gonna poke over the hill. We know that the bucks are a couple hundred yards up there. He's just gonna try to get a visual and then we'll slowly move in on them.
Yeah, they'll bend it.
Now the wind's picked up and we're gonna head pretty much straight at these deer. They're running around doing all kinds of stuff in there. But anyway, we're gonna get going, so stick with us, don't go far.
With some of the smaller bucks surrounding them, it seemed plausible that the bigger buck was bedded in this small thicket. Hearing movement inside, Chad was at full attention.
Almost got on some. One real nice one. He slipped us there at the end, and I got footage of the second biggest one, but not the giant one. We made the right plays. They were in the canola, and getting in that canola is pretty hard. So we're going to regroup and get back at her. So don't go far. You're watching the fever.
Alright, we just got back to camp. We had a very eventful morning. Ended up spotting a really nice buck with a little buck. We ended up sneaking into them. I don't know, they were probably 500-600 yards away. So we sneak in there. I mean, that was probably a 4-hour ordeal. And the closest we got to him was probably 200-300 yards. And we ended up jumping, sneaking in on a little bull moose, got 30 yards from him, never knew we were there, and then saw another cow moose, and then also jumped another cow moose out of some brush like 20 yards. I came to full draw and everything because we weren't sure if it was that buck. Ended up being the moose, so I let down, but we were so close. It's frustrating, but that's hunting. That's, you know, goes that way sometimes. So at least we know they're in that area, and hopefully tonight we can get back on them. We're just gonna grab some food real quick and then head back out. So we will see. Saw a few deer, had a little buck bedded. He jumped up and ran off, and the direction he ran, he stirred up a bunch of bucks. We saw one that looked like a shooter. It looked like a nice, beautiful 4x4. So we're gonna walk this top. He didn't run out, so he's in there somewhere bedded again. We're just gonna go see if we can get a better vantage point, see if we can find him.
With last light fading fast, it was decided that those bucks were best left for tomorrow morning.
We'll leave these ones be. We'll whip around that side of the valley, see what we see, and if not, we'll go, you know, whatever. It's better remember, it's the first thing.
Let's hold off, because they might come back out.
They might, yeah.
Close the distance on them that far away, but...
Matt's animal. Does it work?
That's good.
The approval?
That's really good. I really like that.
Yeah?
Wow. That is good. I really like that.
Alright guys, it's day 2. Let's go see what we can find. We're gonna head back over to where we left those big bucks yesterday morning and see if we can get back on them. It's supposed to rain off and on today, so it's a lot colder than it was yesterday as well, so we'll see what happens.
We're back out this morning. We are gonna go for a walk. We're gonna go down this fence line and we're gonna hope to get to this high spot and just sit the morning. Those deer yesterday morning were working their way in from the south, so we're gonna try to get a better visual on them, and then if they are in there, we have a little easier stalk in on the backside than the other side. So stick with us. Don't go far. Hopefully we get Chad to drop a buck here for you today. So stick with us. All right, we just seen a buck bedded up by this wellhead, so we're gonna creep down the road. Hopefully we can get a crack.
The buck Chad and Mark have spotted is one we have several stealth cam pictures of. It has exceptional brow tines and some extra sticker points, but its most distinguishable characteristic is a small drop tine on its left main beam. We had not laid eyes on this buck since recently losing his velvet, but believed that whether velvet or hardhorn, that he would be an exceptional buck for Chad to try and harvest. To reduce the amount of noise that they would make, Chad and Mark decided that Chad would go ahead quietly and then wave Mark ahead with the camera. That is, until Chad realized that he had unknowingly walked up on the buck who was still bedded.
I was creeping up. You were saying they're still that way.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I look up and there's a buck bedded right there staring straight at me. He was 45 yards. So I got everything all set, marked my pin, pulled back, he stood up, turned broadside. And so I had time to get everything set and I pulled back, he stood up. Let it hammer, it looked like a pretty,
You hear the shot,
yeah,
Mark.
pretty good shot. Oh, he ran out, I don't know, a couple hundred yards and I just saw him tip over. Man, that was freaking awesome.
It's the hunt. Welcome to Alberta.
Dude, first time hunting in Alberta. This was awesome. Like I said, anything spot and stock with the bow, this is my favorite type of hunting. It is hard as hell, but we just got it done. We just kept putting the hard work in. Yesterday, like I said, we had a few blown stalks, seen some really nice bucks, and you know, it just didn't happen. And today, we just made it happen. Oh, yes, dude. Let's go see this thing. That was awesome.
The celebratory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Buck
go
down.
find them.
A cool chocolate horn buck. Dude, nice. A little bigger than I thought. Dude, he's got a dropper.
No.
Yeah. No way. He's got stickers all over his face.
I have him on trail cam, buddy.
Oh. He's got a drop time. He's got a little kicker here. He's got like stickers. Look at his bladed.
Oh
Dude,
man,
that is a cool buck.
Yeah.
That is a beauty. Give me some, dude. Yes. I just saw his frame and how chocolate he was.
Buddy, that's the one that we looked at yesterday.
Is it?
In the trail cam that I thought was. Yeah. I got pictures that you can have.
No way, dude. That is so awesome. Dude, thank you so much.
This is that's a beautiful archery buck right there. The shot was, made a great shot. Unfortunately, I was a little further back with these swaths. Too many people, the noise. I held back, so I got Chad drawing. I don't know if the buck was in the bottom left corner of the frame or not.
Yesterday we saw a buck with a dropper, so that's my first time ever seeing a drop time buck. We don't have them, a ton of them in California. And I would love to get one. And boom, had no clue it was there. And I saw this little thing we were walking up. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden I look down and
It's got a drop.
yeah, dude,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
For more on The Fever, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.